I have some feelings about the ending of this book. To be fair, I am always thirsty for vampires. It now smells of chemicals in addition to leather. I could have done with a lot less incest. Is it now considered clickbait because we've gone so far down the rabbit hole of me having a bad time? Hello, BookTube. I need to stop filming on my bed, but welcome to a little, like, weekend reading vlog. I am just a bit tired out at the moment. I just got off the back of doing, like, 2 kind of intense reading vlogs, and both of them ended up being, like, out of my comfort zone vlogs. One was literally an out of my comfort zone vlog, and the other one was, like, a only audiobooks vlog, which is, that kind of challenge is just naturally not the kind of thing that really works for me. So I've pretty much been neglecting the adult fantasy, and I just kind of figure that what I want right now is just like an in my comfort zone reading vlog. Just like a little bit of self-care, and just like only doing the things that I want to do and only reading the things that I want to read. And so on that note, my current read is The Broken God by Gareth Hanrahan. This is the 3rd book in the Black Iron Legacy, so I won't be giving any spoilers or anything, but I have been meaning to pick this book up for a while. I'm about like 300 something pages into this. This is like a 600-page book, so I'm about halfway. And as I normally do with these books, I've been tagging them, but it's a bit funny. This is one of my favourite series, and I don't tab for things I like and dislike. I only tab where the editors have made a mistake. So like literally it's really rampant in these books. I don't know why the editing is so bad in these books. I love them and I don't mark them down for it. Like, I don't hold it against them. I love these books, but like sometimes the characters will get called by the wrong name. Sometimes their name will be spelled differently 2 different ways on the same page. Like it's those kind of errors, and I can't not tab it. I started doing it for the first book before I realized how much I loved it, and I've just done it as a fun thing ever since. This is a vlog where I get to do whatever I want, so like these are my tabs and that's how I'm gonna tab it. So pretty much today I am just going to be reading this. I'd like to finish it maybe today or tomorrow. That is definitely doable. And I've already put like nice fresh bed sheets on my bed. I keep meaning every time I change my bed sheets for like the past like 2-3 months, I've said every time like I'm gonna put some non-black bed sheets on, and once again black, but these ones do have like tiny dragons on them, which is great because this book also has dragons in and the colour scheme matches. So I've also already had a nice relaxing shower and washed my hair, and I need to bleach it and dye it at some point, so like maybe I'll do that this weekend. I don't like bleaching and dyeing my hair, but it's self-care, so maybe I need to do it. But my hair does smell amazing. I got this new shampoo from a local shop, and it's this. It's called Head Sex with 3 X's, but it smells like violets, so it smells like Parma violets, and like my hair smells actually amazing. I actually got this as part of like a little treat myself package because this is the treating myself vlog. So I'm not like sponsored. This is not an ad. I do just know the owner, and I wanted to like support their small business because they run a small local business in Yorkshire, and it's very goth and cool. They're called Witchy Business, so this is their info if you do like live in the UK, especially in Yorkshire, and like maybe you want to check them out. I got some other stuff. I did get like some little cute bat earrings because of course. I don't feel like I should wear them right now because like I'm wearing my like lovely amazing Eddie Munson shirt. I just feel like it's too soon to wear this with bat earrings. There's also a cute little pumpkin scrunchie, and the thing that, other than like the shampoo, that I'm most excited about, this amazing, again it's by like the same brand as the shampoo, but this voodoo candle, it smells so good. It's spiced oak and it smells amazing. So I already feel good because my hair smells amazing, my room is about to smell amazing, and I got to support like a cute little local goth small business, which is important to me. Like even if I didn't know the owner, it would be important to me. So my plan for the day, I'm going to light this candle. I am going to bask in the scent of like this delicious spiced oak candle. I am going to read my book, and I'm basically just gonna like sit and lounge in bed like all day and just enjoy myself and enjoy my book. And if you feel like joining me for just a little vlog where like I just read some books that are like definitely more my taste than what I've been reading lately, just like a chill little vlog, stick around, I guess. had some book mail, and it's from Goldsboro, and I'm like 99% sure that it's the Goldsboro SFF subscription book. It's really tempting to open it by. I really like to open my subscription box books like completely blind. Goldsboro does tell you what they are. I've tried to keep blind, but like I know that there is a book that's coming out either this month or next month that I really want, even though it's not my normal sort of thing, but I can't remember what the book is. I think they might also be doing one that has like dragons in it or something, but again, I try not to like look at them, so I can't remember what that book is either. I have to say, I have a lot of dragons in books. I have dragon bed sheets. I really need to read the new Samantha Shannon book soon as well, because more dragons, and like I want to read that while it's new and while everyone else is reading it, and I have like at least like 3 copies of that book. I'm just waiting for like the Illumicrate ones, because like there's the one thing about Illumicrate, I love their designs and stuff, but like their monthly box is always late. Saying that though, and speaking of Goldsboro as well, I have been really worried for my special edition of The Tyranny of Faith, which is the sequel to The Justice of Kings, which I read recently, loved it, and I've been really excited about this book, and I've pre-ordered like the special edition from Goldsboro ages ago, which I really hate that they've like halved the number of special editions they've done for this edition, so only like half the people that got the first book can get the second book, which is stupid. But I've seen people posting that they have the book. It came out on Valentine's Day and other people have had theirs. The earliest post I've seen is from the 16th of February. We're now in March and I don't have my copy yet, but I've been emailing Goldsboro about various issues since January, and I've never had a single email response, but I did manage to speak to somebody at Goldsboro today about this issue. No mention of the other issues I've been emailing about, but this issue, they've told me that it was dispatched yesterday, so I'm so thankful that it's not lost in the post, that they didn't like accidentally forget to send me a copy and just like sell out. Anyway, I'm gonna go get my food and then see if I can't finish this book. First off, yes, I'm in a blanket because self-care. But secondly, I have just checked like my channel analytics, which personally I think should be called channelytics, and I don't know what it is, but my channel seems to be doing like really well recently. I think it's because I've posted like a few hauls in like close succession, but like I'm a small channel, so like I don't tend to get like much traffic, views, watch time, whatever you want to call it. Like I'm just here shouting into the void about books as a hobby. So this is like my channel at the moment, and it says 100 subscribers in the last 28 days. That's in like the last week. My views and watch time are never normally this high, just to show you how insane this number is for me at the moment. So currently this month I've had 643 hours of watch time. Let me just show you what it is typically. It's literally like 20 to 80 hours typically. So this, I don't really know what I did. Apparently the algorithm likes haul videos, which is good because my next haul, which is a much smaller haul video, is going up today, and it's all vampires, which is good because I've been in such like a vampire mood recently. I'm thinking I only have like this much of this book left to go, so I'm definitely finishing this today. I'm thinking that I really want to pick a vampire book next. I'm just in a vampire mood. I was going to pick up A Day of Fallen Night, but like I've just gotten through One Chunky Fantasy with dragons. These books are so weird. Like the dragons are one of like the least interesting things about these books. So I'm thinking I don't know, vampires are so in my comfort zone. Like I might pick up a vampire book next. This is the vlog where I do what I want, and I want vampires. I've been in like, I don't know, I'm just in such a mood to read like horror, but specifically as well like classic like horror, like not new stuff, just like old horror, 80s horror. I'm just in that weird mood. I don't know what it is. So I'll see what books I have, and I might pick up some vampires, some horror, something like that. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm so close to finishing this. Just while we're on the topic of YouTube, why are there only 3 in a row now? This looks so dumb. I genuinely hate how big these icons are, and I hate this stupid wasted space at either side. What are you doing? Why does it look like this? I know that YouTube is doing this because they want everyone to just watch on my phone or just watch on like a tablet, but like I have a giant ass freaking laptop and I would like this to not look like this. This is messing up my self-care. When I am having a day of trying to make myself like feel better, this is not what I want. Anyway, I'm going to go and keep reading this, and once I've finished, I'm so looking forward to picking up the next book. Not that I'm not enjoying this, because I really am, but I need some vampires right now. I think vampires technically exist in this universe, for sure, but I don't think we've seen any yet. but they exist, I know that. So I am jumping back in really quickly because I realise I don't think I mentioned what like this series is about. I have talked about this series so many times on my channel already. The first book in this series is called The Gutter Prayer, and it is set in a city called Gwerdon, which is right on the edge of this thing called the God's War. The city is outside of the war zone, but it's this thing that's sort of constantly going on in the background. And right at the start of the book, you're following these three thieves as they are attempting to pull off this sort of like heist. One of them is a young woman, another is a stone man, which is a human who has caught this stone plague and is slowly calcifying and turning into rock, and the third thief is a ghoul, which is this race that like live under the city and like eat the flesh of the dead. So it's pretty weird right off the bat, but things in this heist go terribly wrong. The thieves end up being split up and the consequences of their actions just sort of keep snowballing and spreading, and you're following multiple perspectives and like lots of little different pockets of all the same story as things just sort of converge and get worse. And it's a really fantastic sort of punchy, action-packed but like really kind of dark, grimdark series. It gives me the vibe of like Bloodborne meets like Dungeons and Dragons meets like, I guess, something kind of like weird, maybe Lovecraftian. The world itself is a weird place because when you have gods and like actual like miracles and magic and things going on, there are men made out of candle wax. It's like, it's a strange world. And this story being contained within like this one city, which is just like a melting pot of all sorts of different cultures, weird creatures, sorcery, alchemy. It's not a fun time. Unless you're the reader, in which case I highly recommend this series. If that sounds like your kind of thing, highly recommend this series. I don't know how many books this is going to be at the moment. This is the third book. There are only 3 out currently, and I know Gareth Hanrahan's coming out with another series, but there will be more books in this series. My bet is either 5 or 7. Like, I hope it goes on for like 7 books, honestly. As long as it's not an even number, because I don't like those. So yeah, that is about as much as I can say without spoilers, but that is the series that I'm reading. So now that that's done, I can get back to my day of reading. I have some feelings about the ending of this book. I don't know where to start. I suppose I'll start by saying I gave this 4 stars. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I like it. I still think this is one of like my favourite ongoing series. I feel like the first 2 books were stronger. However, I feel like, I know that when the author started writing this, the first book was going to be like a standalone and then they continued it. So book 2, I guess, was like really strong. I wasn't sure whether this was going to be the last book. It's definitely not the last book. It feels like maybe it was meant to end with this book, but that there's a lot of, I don't want to call it padding because it's not padding. It feels necessary to where we're going. But this book, it almost has middle book syndrome, but not in like a way where it's bad. I feel like there are a lot of threads of things going on here, and in book 1 and book 2, they were like, it was much more of like a climax and much more of like a resolution to a lot of things. I feel like pretty much everything, there's maybe like a couple things that kind of had small semi-resolutions, but nearly everything in this is as open-ended as when it started. So it feels like I need book 4 immediately. I think I've given like every book in this series a 4 stars. I feel like this one is, so far, I guess technically my least favourite. It's hard to say that though when you enjoy a book, but like not as good as book 2 or book 1, but not in a way where this book is bad. I really liked reading this. I just had such a good time reading this as well. Like, I feel very fulfilled having read this, and bonus, I'm now caught up on this series. There are 3 books out and I've read all 3, and Gareth Hanrahan is coming out with a new book later this year. I'm now caught up and I am free to, oh my god, I'm free to start a new series. Oh, it's like 1 step forward, 1 step back. To be fair, I am really excited for that one. So I know I have a few people that follow my channel that have been like shocked that I haven't read this book yet, but I can finally say that I have. I really liked it, and I'm looking at it in the viewfinder because like it's so close to being my favourite colour as well. Finally caught up to a series. I'm on track. And like I said, this vlog is about doing things that make me happy, and I didn't even consider that at the start. Yeah, I'm having a good time, and I wish to continue having a good time, or I hope that I will. I've decided to pick up a vampire book, and it is the one that I made like a lovely little binding for. Like, I put end papers in, and like I put a ribbon in, and I gave it like this really nice like shiny font that like you can't see how shiny it is because it doesn't work with the ring light, but I promise it's really like metallic and shiny. I therefore want to read this because every time I look at this book I'm just really pleased with it. But yeah, I'm just feeling like vampires, and I know this is like a taboo kind of book. I know for sure there's like a taboo romance in here. I'm gonna treat myself by reading a very taboo, kind of gross, very dark little vampire story. That's my treat to myself. I want vampires, I'm getting vampires. And I'm probably not going to update specifically much on this book because I am going to film a whole separate vlog specifically like reading and reacting to this book. But I am just very much looking forward to just being chilled out with some vampires. That is so my comfort zone. Like, I don't care how dark and taboo and weird and gross you make them, vampires are always going to be like a comfortable zone for me. I'm definitely looking forward to this. Hello, good morning. I have reached about like the 25% mark in Lost Souls, and I'm not really going to give too many of my thoughts here because I am making like a whole separate video for this book. But to be vague, I'm liking it so far, but apparently my memory of having read this is wildly inaccurate, so I just think it would look better with black sprayed edges. Are we not feeling that? Because I also feel like my chartreuse green like tabs would stand out really nice against the black. I just feel like it deserves to have black sprayed edges. I'm also not sure if I still have black spray paint, but if I do, that is something that I want to do this weekend, although I normally do it outside and it's covered in snow, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So I'm hoping that I can like have a dig and find some spray paint and spray this, but if not I might have to order some. Maybe I'll get to do some extra book DIY because I really did want to bookbind this weekend because like I had so much fun doing this and like it came out cute, like I'm so happy with it. But I cannot for the life of me think of any other book that I want to bind right now. I have really nice editions of like every book that I own. And even the ones that I own in paperback, like the Robin Hood books, I love those. Like, they look beautiful in paperback, so I'm happy not having a hardcover edition. And everything else is in hardcover. So like, what would I be doing? Given that this is just all about me just having a real good time, I am pretty much planning just to... I will have a look and see if I can spray this, but if not, I'm just going to keep reading this, enjoying my vampire book. And then this evening, I'm continuing to watch The Lord of the Rings. We're now on to The Return of the King, so I'm going to spend a good 4 and a bit hours watching The Return of the King this evening, which is definitely going to eat up into my reading time, but also it's Lord of the Rings, so... And I think I was saying yesterday about my issues with Goldsborough. This did arrive this morning, and I am thinking that it's my edition of The Tyranny of Faith because I've been so paranoid that this book has either been lost in the post or forgotten about or something. So we're gonna have like a little book mail segment, because if there's anything that puts me in a good mood, it's getting new books. Oh my god, it is. I finally have it. I'm so happy. Oh, it's a little bit chunkier than I thought it would be. Not complaining. Love the cover. Absolutely dying for these end papers. I have seen like some people's be off center. Thankfully mine look dead on center. I'm so glad I finally have this. So yeah, update done, book mail done. I'm going to relight this candle again and make my room smell amazing. And then later I'll be eating takeaway and watching The Lord of the Rings, which, fantastic weekend. Update, I did it. I sprayed it. I just feel like this looks so much cleaner, and like it's just kind of nice to like leaf through it with like black edges. It's more goth. I like it. It now smells of chemicals in addition to leather. I feel like now like the little green tabs I have in just stand out more. Having read it, I've bent it open a little bit, so I feel like I have to squeeze it, but like I feel like this effect is way better, so like I'm pleased with this. This is gonna have to count as like my treating myself to a book binding, but like treating myself to black sprayed edges, yes. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with reading. I'm gonna move like my DIY boxes and stuff back off of my bed, and then I'll get back to my day of relaxing, disgusting vampire reading. Hello, first off, please excuse the face and the attire. I'm just getting from work, and I realise that my attempts at self-care have already been overridden. Because what is this? It's Tuesday, and I'm already exhausted. I am not having the déjà vu time that I had planned. It's not been my best day, so I may have to increase the self-care. I am fighting a losing battle. But in other news, I did finish Lost Souls, and it was so short and so uneventful, but it still kind of felt a bit like a drag. I liked it, but I think it's one of those books where I prefer to just think about it than to actually read it. And I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun trying to explain what the book is to one of my friends, because usually when we meet up we'll have like a little book chat. I cannot wait to try to explain this like just weird incest vampire book. I will say, my thirst for vampires has not been quenched. And I mean, to be fair, I am always thirsty for vampires. I guess I kind of like the take, but I could have done with a lot less incest. I don't know, I kind of guess that like with a lot of vampire books, the vampiriness is like a big part, and it kind of was for nothing a little bit, but it was very much just like, oh, this is what I am now, so we're just gonna go with it. I feel like I would like to sort of linger in it more. I feel like you could have increased like any of the themes and just done more with it. I'm not entirely sure like what the point was. I mean, it was entertaining, kind of, in like a sort of morbid way. I even think it could have gone way darker and just like, we didn't really wallow in any of it, do you know what I mean? And I realise that might just be me and like my kind of goth nature of like, if something is kind of like dark and miserable and you have like this little abysmal kind of world as it's presented in this book, it's like, yeah, but could you just like linger in it a bit? I don't know, we seem to move on very quickly, so I think I still like it overall, but it just didn't do anything for my vampire craving. On the other hand, I am ever so slightly burnt out by it, and I don't think I want to pick up a vampire book immediately either. It maybe wasn't the best choice, but I'm glad that I finally like reread it, or like actually finished it. It's probably like a 3 stars, I don't know if I said that. Like, I liked it, but like, it was fine. It was fine. I mean, a lot of it was not fine, but like, it was fine. So what I do need to do is, I think I do need to treat myself to a book that I think I know is going to be good, that is definitely my kind of thing, and like, I know I'm going to love the writing style, and it's got dragons in it, and it's a fantasy, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm going to treat myself, and I'm finally going to pick up A Day of Fallen Night. I say finally, I know it's just come out, but like, it came out in February and we're in March, so like, I feel behind. I'm so excited to read this. She's thick and I'm so pleased about it. This is a prequel to Samantha Shannon's Priory of the Orange Tree. I don't know how far in like the past this is set before, but this is definitely going to be my next read, and I feel like this is going to take me like way beyond the end of this vlog, but it is what it is. This particular edition is the Waterstones one, because this has got like the bonus chapter in it and it doesn't have like sprayed pages or anything, so I can be a little bit less precious with this one, and I get to read like the bonus material. So this is now my official reading copy, and I just don't feel like this could go wrong. Like, there's nothing that I won't love about this book. I feel like this has like everything that I like, apart from vampires, but like, I'm okay with that. Speaking of vampires though, or more specifically just bats, because I've been having such a bad day. And it's not even payday yet, but I did kind of splurge and treat myself to, and I don't normally do this because like I'm not even massively into makeup anymore, but I did buy a whole bunch of the Aussie branded like makeup line, release, whatever you call it. So I got like the Coffin palette and like a couple of the lipsticks. Maybe like I think I got like a makeup bag, something else. I don't really know. I'm gutted that I can't get like the bat palette is completely sold out. I hope they do like another run of it because I would love that bat palette because the colours, well, I say that, the colours are like reds and dark and sort of like smoky eye, and I'm like, I'm kind of living that for real though. This might be slightly too much, but like, seriously? The eye bags. I was supposed to be well rested. It's fine because my next read is going to rejuvenate me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just absorbing all the joy and wonder out of this book like a book vampire. Oh, I feel like maybe my channel should have been called the Book Vampire instead of the Book Mage. Is it too late? Why can't I be a mage and a vampire? I totally can. I can. Vampires can be mages. My new channel name, the Book Mage, brackets, who is also a vampire, close brackets, rolls off the tongue. So, yeah. I'm rambling because my brain is fried, but my next read, and I will continue the uphill struggle of self-care and treating myself and making myself feel better until the scales like tip in my favour. And then and only then will I end this vlog. So this could go on a while. Yeah, okay. Until then, I guess. I feel like making this a vlog all about like self-care and feeling better and doing whatever I want might not have been the best idea. I feel like for every good thing that I do, like 4 bad things happen. For starting off with the good things, I guess my Ozzy Osbourne palettes did come in. To be honest, I still kind of can't believe I have this bat one. Like, this is so cute. And like, it's bat shaped. And like, this is on eBay for like 90 something pounds because it's sold out. Apparently, it wasn't. I got mine for 10. I feel pretty good about that. Like, for real, look how cute this makeup pouch is. And I was also like super stressing because a like band t-shirt order that I placed for like a band that I really like, they're kind of like a little small indie band, it got lost like in the post. There wasn't even like a tracking to say like where it had been dropped off, so somebody clearly stole it. But thankfully, even though they're all sold out, I guess they must just be like sort of print on demand kind of shirts because they're a small band, so I think they just like printed me some more. I just opened them and I'm just like so psyched to have them because like, I'm really bad at showing these off, but like these designs are so cute. And you might realise that like these are all in weird sizes because again, I basically just got like whatever there was left. So 2 of these shirts are too big and one of them's like possibly too small, but like I'll make them all work, it's fine. The band is called As Sirens Fall, and I think like in a previous vlog I had like a clip of when I went to see them. They're super, like, they're such a good band. This one is from like their latest tour, which I technically saw them like just before the tour, but this is kind of giving me Cass vibes, and like I don't even want to get into that conversation. But and then this one is like technically too small for me, but like the print on this one is like yellow, it's of the band, and like it's got like Japanese on there, which I can't actually read. I can read like Anata or something, or maybe it's Anata no some. It's like blurry and I can't read it because it's covered in like grungy aesthetics, so I will maybe have a go at trying to read that. But I have just been so stressed about that like not arriving and like having to get a refund and then not being able to buy anything, because I missed out the first time I wanted to buy merch because like I went to their like live performance and like I didn't have any money at the time, so I wanted some since then, and like I was like, sod's law, I finally buy stuff and like it goes missing in the post. But really cute. It did also include like this little like signed like Polaroid of the band. I feel like this is so cute. I don't know if these come with all the orders or if this is just like thrown in as like an apology for all like the stuff of it going missing for like literally like a month. But either way, this is really cute. And it put me in a really good mood. Until the point where like I've just got a Costco membership. Like I've never been able to have one before, and like now I can actually have one. So I've actually just been to Costco today for like the first time ever. I've never been to a Costco in my entire life, so that was fun. But like getting the actual card, like I was told to go there at a certain, like I had to go pick it up at a certain time, so I was like, okay, well I'm not going to go over the weekend because I don't have a car, so I'm going to go on Monday, which is today. And we get all the way there and they're like, oh yeah, they took all the membership things this afternoon and have posted them out, and I'm like, right, so I didn't need to drive to like literally the other end of town. Fantastic, great. And then we had like a little walk around. I got like, honestly, I feel like these are like the best cookies I've maybe ever eaten in my entire life, apart from these ones I had at Greg's this one time, but I'm pretty sure it's because the Greg's person like who made them went really off menu and made the best cookies, because I've never had them that good from any Greg's before or since. Kind of annoyed that we'd like gone all the way there to pick up like my membership and then like couldn't pick it up, and like hence I've got like stuff stuck to my face because apparently they need to take a picture, and like they've been really vague and like, literally nobody can tell me like what I need to bring. Do I need work ID? Do I need a payslip? Like nobody will tell me what I need to bring. Apparently nobody knows until I get there, and I'm just was like so paranoid that they were going to tell me like, oh, go away because you don't have like the right things. So I was already really stressed, and then got there and they said they've posted it, so like maybe I don't need to, I don't know. And then I was like, right, on the way out, the person I went with like really wanted to get like a hot dog, which not for me, but I ended up getting like a little like, I don't know, like just like a little cheap ice cream thing, and all I said to her was just, please don't put the fudge sprinkles on top, because I don't like fudge, and I don't like having to chew things in an ice cream. It hurts my teeth. She came back and this ice cream had like the biggest pile of like chopped up fudge I've ever seen on an ice cream, and she was like, oh, you wanted it without? And I was like, I did, yeah. So she just ruined my ice cream, but like I didn't get a new one. She was just like, oh yeah, you didn't want that, and I'm like, you are correct that I did not want fudge. So yeah, Costco is stressing me out. Also there's just like other generic work things and generic life things that are also like stressing me out, and it got to the point where like I just wanted to do like some artwork and just like relax over the weekend. What ended up happening is like I tend to try and upload videos like at least like once every Friday, but I don't like to be like super like stressed about it. I just want to kind of like do my channel for fun. It's not like a thing that I do, like I'm not monetized, I'm not like, I have no incentive to post it other than like I like talking about books. You're getting my time for free, which does annoy me because YouTube does put ads on my videos apparently. But yeah, because I've been like just trying to relax and just maybe do some artwork, mainly of attractive fictional men, if we're being honest. All of the videos that I've got, like I have to edit my like bookbinding video, and I just don't really want to do it. So like I just don't want to film that. I'm just being lazy about it. Like I just can't be bothered to do that. I also have like too many reading vlogs that I want to do, and on that note, I haven't even been reading at all. And I kept meaning, I was like, right, at the weekend I'm actually going to like properly start reading this book, because I reckon it's not going to take me very long at all to actually get it done, and I do want to read it, and I am excited for it, and it is the thing that I want to read. I just don't want to read. Either the Friday night or Saturday night, I can't remember which. I can't even tell you what I feel was wrong with me. I just felt so incredibly like weak. It was like every single one of my stats all got nerfed all at once. Like I got the world's biggest debuff, and I don't even know like what from. I literally I was sat in my bed just chilling, just like messaging a friend and doodling, and I felt so weak. I was like, I literally can't even sit up right now. I have to lie down. And I literally had to lay down and call it a day, because I was like, I am too weak to even sit up. So yeah, my week of apparently, like I've still not even done my hair. Like it's great that you can't see it from this angle, but like it's up there. I thought I would have had like fresh hair, great week, everything sorted, and possibly finished the book by now, and like I've not done any of those things. I've not started anything. I've been ill. I've been stressed. How does this vlog go so wrong? How does my idea of I'm just going to do what I want and read what I want and have a good time and come back refreshed, how is this happening? Can I even call, like, is this vlog even the same vlog that I started filming? Like, is it now considered clickbait because we've gone so far down the rabbit hole of me having a bad time? Literally nothing in this update was about books apart from the fact that I haven't read anything. Is this even a reading vlog at this point? This has been a great update. I hope you enjoyed the b-roll from Costco. I have literally nothing else to offer at this point. This vlog is getting weird, but I want this to end on a positive note so bad. So like, at some point, I'm gonna get this vlog back on track. Who knows at this point? I'm gonna go, I'm gonna leave, and I'm definitely not gonna read. And 12 hours later, I'm back at my house. It just gets worse, doesn't it? But I'm off work tomorrow, so power on. another uneventful update, but I did finally bleach my hair. Yeah, I'm looking particularly crazy right now. I will say, I definitely over-processed them a little bit. Not 100% sure what happened because same bleach I always use, and I only left it on for like 20 minutes. I only used like 6%. And normally when I bleach my roots, they kind of come out like kind of this colour. Yeah, they're a fair bit lighter. They're not going to take dye as well, and they're also definitely going to fade way faster than the rest of my hair, which is... So it does feel pretty crusty right now, but I'm hoping that I can put some orange dye on it later today. Like it's not almost 5 PM. Eye bags, still awful. But that just is what it is at this point. So, book update. I am about 60 pages in, and yes, I'm using an old debit card as a bookmark because even though I own so many bookmarks, I literally can't find a single one. Although, to be fair, I got a Blackwell package. It was some manga that I pre-ordered, and they didn't actually send me a free bookmark, but they did send me 10 free decaf Yorkshire tea bags. I have absolutely no idea why this was packaged with Sanpaku Eyes Volume 4. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I can't really use a tea bag as a bookmark though. And on the topic of things arriving, Costco card did arrive. I guess I don't need to do anything else to get it because they just sent me it, so like, I'm hoping I could just like turn up and use this. Oh, I was supposed to be talking about a book. Yeah, the reason I'm not very far into this is because I want to say it took me at least 50 pages to really get into it. I feel like Priory was like immediately more, not like more interesting, but I feel like it was like maybe the setting, because it was like, it felt very like Elizabethan, and I don't know, I would have to go back and reread Priory, but I remember really liking Priory right from the start. I feel like this one just took a while for me to care, but I'm definitely into it now. The East so far is like my favourite kind of like storyline. It's the one that I find the most interesting at the moment. I don't find either of the other two boring. I feel like and I mean, to be fair, I feel like the East is just like, that storyline so far is just more eventful. Like, there's literally a dragon in it, so is it a competition really? Okay, I think I might have to put like the kitty ears up because my roots are not doing me any favours right now. In other news though, I did get some book mail. Finally, the Illumicrate Roots of Chaos finally arrived, so that means I can film my haul now. But I also ended up getting another fairy loot. I guess means my next haul has a double fairy loot unboxing, which fun, I guess. And last but probably most excitingly, why you put my address on both sides? I'm gonna block this with some Yorkshire tea. My Dragonsteel Tress of the Emerald Sea finally arrived. And like, I can't really show the box, but like, it's so cute, it's so cool. Anyway, at this point I just feel like I'm procrastinating everything, so I'm going to continue reading this. I'm probably not going to update too much more like in this vlog. I want it to end. I really did just think that I would like, I don't know, do a few self-care things, read a couple good books, and that like, that would be it. And I would come out of this being like, oh yeah, that was great. Like, who is out there speaking curses against me? Who is out there just like bewitching my fate in the most negative way possible? Honestly, it's been a mess. I'm gonna go because I need to go make sure my hair is dry. See about slapping dye on it. Good afternoon. So I did keep up momentum and dyed my hair, and it does kind of look, on camera at least, like kind of like flaming red asshole hair at the top. I think it's because like, I think this like teal wool just messes up the colour balance for some reason, but like in person, like I put a bit more orange in it, but yeah, it's not quite this bright. So yeah, hair's been dyed. I've been watching Shadow and Bone with my mum. Honestly still not 100% sure on like how I feel about this series. Like, I think it's kind of fine overall, but like, it really doesn't hold my attention very well. Book-wise, I am now about 100 pages. It doesn't even look like I've made a dent, but like, I promise I have been reading. So yeah, I'm liking it so far, and I am feeling like the desire to pick it up and continue now, which is like Good, because I was kind of scared that I would get into like another weird reading slump there. So good to know that that's not how I'm ending the vlog. So yeah, I am planning to do like a whole, I guess maybe like spoiler vlog, which as you can imagine being this far in, I haven't really filmed a lot for. Yeah, if you're interested in like specifically like more of my actual thoughts while reading this, I will be filming like a full spoiler reading vlog for this book, because like why not? I'm reading it, I might as well just like scream into the void about it a little bit more. I think this is about as positively as I can end this. I'm still looking rough. I think this is just my face now. At least I'm ending this vlog with like bleached and coloured roots, and I'm enjoying, oh my god, the roots of chaos. There's like a full setup and payoff there, and I'm just like too dumb and tired to like pull it off, but this vlog has been full of roots and chaos. Yeah, I think I'm getting over like whatever sort of like mini reading slump I had. I'm enjoying the book. I'm going to go and watch some more episodes of Shadow and Bone, and I'm enjoying the springtime. I can literally hear birds chirping right now. I feel like this is a positive enough place to leave it. So I may not have achieved the whole like self-care, staying in my comfort zone, doing whatever I want kind of like plan that I had for this vlog, and it definitely like stretched on a while longer than I thought it would. But I think I have beaten whatever sort of ancient curse was laid upon me at like some point during the filming of this video. I have unhexed myself. They don't call me the book mage for nothing. Oh, clearly I'm still feeling some sort of psychic kickback from like whatever magic has been going on here, so I'm gonna go. This has been hectic, but like when are my vlogs not, honestly. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, maybe leave me your favourite blue emoji in the comments in honour of this book being blue, unlike this like beautiful shiny blue cover. And let me know in the comments what book are you currently reading, because I fancy I might be reading this one for a while. Okay, my mum's texting me that I need to go watch TV with her, so thanks for watching. Hope you're all reading something good, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye!